Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Jim Maloney makes his big league debut right after this. Jim Maloney is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Stepping in, Lou Brock, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The left fielder, Lou.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hit back up the middle. And this goes right through him. And how about that to start a game?
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Into the box now, Rogers Hornsby. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only Game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
2-0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Fouled off. Brock gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he misses there for ball four, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Coming to the plate now, Stan Musial, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Heading out toward shallow right. Long run for the right fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
To the plate now, Albert Pujols. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. With two strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or potential double play ball.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. And with strike three recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Into the box, Jim Edmonds. And a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning. He's set. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Runners are at the corners with one man out. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit too.
From the belt, the pitch. Had him hacking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Ted Simmons is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this round is short. Could be 2. To Morgan at the bag. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double. Retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cardinals are out in front, 1-0. Adam Wainwright gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Stepping into the box, Joe Morgan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
2-0 now. Here's the pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
In there for a called strike. 3-2 now.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So now to the plate, Eric Davis, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 3-0 now.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a one-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
Swinging away and maybe a bit too anxious there. Still ahead in the count, 3-1. The pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away.
Batting third, the catcher, Johnny Bench.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Johnny Bench. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Bench is, of course, a highly regarded catcher, and it's really fun to watch him control the game behind the plate, not only with his glove work, but with the arm as well. He's got a cannon, and it's in the head of opposing base runners every night. Certainly a valuable guy to have on your squad.
Yeah, he certainly could have a C on his chest. The captain of the infield. Controlling the pitching staff, shutting down the running game, soft hands.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Reds are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Into the box now, Ted Simmons. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Simmons.
Here comes the first pitch. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. Maloney is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. This performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Scott Rowland.
Into the box now, Scott Rowland. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now a pitch on the way. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hot shot to third. Perez has it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Smith, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hops this one up. Perez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And that misses 1-1.
1-1.
And it's 1-2.
Yeah, 1-2.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, George Foster.
The left fielder, George Foster.
First pitch coming from Wainwright.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Drives it out to deep right center field. And Edmonds will make the play here for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. First offering on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0 is a curveball taken low for a ball.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. First home run of the campaign for him, and with it the Reds have tied the ball game at 1.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Stepping in now, Tony Perez.
Third baseman,
She'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Earlier in the inning, kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
batting seventh, the
So
right fielder,
stepping in, Reggie Sanders, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Wainwright into the windup. Here it comes.
Count 1-0. Ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. 2 out, nobody on. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1 in the inning for the Reds, and it comes on this Joey Votto homer. We've played 2, all even now at 1-1. Coming to the plate now, Adam Wainwright. 9-1-2 due up.
the pitcher, Adam Swing right.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Maloney makes his debut here as a September call-up amidst much anticipation. And assuming he lives up to the expectations, he could turn into a big piece of this rotation going forward.
Boy, you said that right, Matty. And I think the minor league players that get called up today, they're so much more experienced than they were, say, 10 or 15 years ago with all these games, the futures games, and these minor league all-star games and showcase games. These guys are exposed to a lot more at an early age, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pitches really well in this one.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Lou Brock is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. Now here's the pitch.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-1 home. Line towards center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, the batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
In now, Rogers Hornsby. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Drilled to first. To second for 1. On to first. And for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play. And with this one, the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. Bottom of the third now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Barry Larkin.
The shortstop, Barry Larkin.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Standing in now, Jim Maloney, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Windup and the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Stepping in, Joe Morgan. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Wainwright's ready. Here's the delivery. 0-1 count and the pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Yank fouled off to the right. Now another 1-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Sinker. 3-2 now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
This one is launched. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Reds now take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
At the plate, Eric Davis.
Number 44.
He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Chopped towards first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 2-1 Cincy. All set for the start of the 4th, and next it'll be the outfielder Stan Musial.
Stan Musial.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Strike taken up in the zone. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Hit to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Albert Pujols, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 home. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Full count now. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now back.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in, the veteran center fielder, Jim Edmonds. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Sanders is underneath this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Down in order go the Cardinals. Our score remains 2-1. At the plate, Johnny Bench. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Johnny Bench.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. A ball and a strike. Wainwright ready, the 1-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. George Foster will be next. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, George Foster. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for wrap number 1.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
In is Joey Votto now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball in.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
At the plate, Tony Perez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Hit out towards second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
Next for Cincinnati, the right fielder, Reggie Sanders.
At the plate now, Reggie Sanders, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1 home. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Barry Larkin.
So now to the plate, Barry Larkin, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 1-0. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Jim Maloney checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We played 4, Reds 4, and the Cardinals 1.
Leading off to St. Louis, the catcher, Dan Simmons.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Fouled away. The 0-2 delivery. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Into the box now, Scott Rowland, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 home. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one without a doubt is gone. And good for him. Scott Rowland has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
In now, Ozzie Smith. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Looking at his career totals, Smith is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Perez camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Adam Wainwright, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Cardinals do get one back on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Reds 4 and the Cardinals 2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and set to go is the second baseman, Joe Morgan. First pitch coming from Wainwright. And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. He'll get it into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Stepping in now, Eric Davis. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Sharp ground ball to third. And there's one down now. Digging in once again, Johnny Bench. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
The set and the 1-1 pitch.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And there's out number 2. In now, George Foster. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Wainwright comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back the right fielder. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. The 349th of his career as they open it up to 6-2 now. Will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 31, Harry Bernstein.
Into the box, Joey Votto. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Bernstein is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
To 1-2 now. Lays off. 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
3-2 now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 6-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and in steps the all-time Cardinal great Lou Brock.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
At the plate, Rogers Hornsby, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He was a double play victim last time around. And that'll miss up and in ball 2.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Davis will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The right fielder.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Stan Musial. First pitch on its way. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike one.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. The 0-1 on its way. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. The 1-1 home is strike two, swinging. Still a ball and two strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball two.
Well, this is just one of those grinder at bats right here. He worked the count even to 2-2, and he's made him throw a lot of pitches.
Good battle here. This will be the seventh pitch coming up. And there he goes towards second in the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. 3-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out. Ready once again, Albert Pujols. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Here's the first pitch to him.
Too old to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful, because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Reds 6 and the Cardinals 2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Tony Perez.
Tony Perez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and there's one away.
right fielder.
Ready for another
16.
shot now. Reggie Sanders, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Sliced hard on the ground. Reined in. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now batting, Barry Larkin. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Here's the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. Now the pitch. 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's another 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Grounded back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They lead it 6-2.
Leading off for St. Louis, the center fielder, Jim.
Standing in now, Jim Edmonds. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Maloney is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. Pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings, and as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
Too high, and it's 3-0. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Striding in once again, Ted Simmons. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Two and 2 to the Cardinals catcher.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Into the box now, Scott Rowland. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Again, another foul ball. Runners on first with 1 down. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
To the plate now, Ozzie Smith. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. One and one the count. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. A runner on first with 2 away. A bouncer to the left side. Morgan's got the play at second, and that ends the inning. Cards leave 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Vida Vincent is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Vincent.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's a pop-up now. Simmons has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Joe Morgan will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the at-bat. The 1-0. Popped up. And this is taken in for the 2nd out. Stepping up to the plate, Eric Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Got him with the screwball, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They lead it 6-2. Jim O'Doul has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 31, Jim O'Doul.
Red Shandy is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Shandy.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. O'Doul, a 27-year-old. This is his first year at the big league level. Set to deliver the 0-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Oh, and he hung him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it, as this ball is going to wind up well over the wall in left field. A long home run. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
One of the best qualities of this pitcher is keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's not an easy guy to get the ball up in the air again, so he's going to have to regroup a little bit here. He's not used to giving up home runs.
Stepping in now, Lou Brock.
The left fielder.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. And it's 1-1 to Brock. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 home.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Sanders is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
A solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
At the plate now, Rogers Hornsby, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about it on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Stan Musial stands in as he looks at a called strike. Hits are even at 7 apiece. One and one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Comes set. Now the pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols.
So now to the plate, Albert Pujols. And he fouls this one off. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Ro. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Jim Edmonds is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Looking to minimize the damage here. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fouled off. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1 and 2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Cards claw back a bit on this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Reds 6 and the Cardinals 3. Jose De Leon is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 48, Jose De Leon.
So striding forward now, Johnny Bench. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Johnny Bench.
First delivery to him on the way. And that misses, ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Line drive snagged on a short hop, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Digging in and looking for more, George Foster is working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
That wasn't a bad pitch in his last at bat when he hit that home run opposite field. Sometimes as a pitcher, you simply have to tip your cap to the hitter. That was a really good swing and a great piece of hitting.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Hornsby ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Standing in, Joey Votto, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Hornsby is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We've played 8 full. The Reds are on top, 6-3. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Leading off the inning, Ted Simmons, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Chapman has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. Here comes the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Up next to the Cardinals, the third baseman, Scott Rowland.
Standing in, Scott Rowland. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Chapman, nicknamed the Missile for obvious reasons. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. Digging in, Ozzie Smith, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. And this is swung on and missed, so with that they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And now a crowd right around 25,000 strong comes to their feet. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Still 1-2. Lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they live to fight some more.
Joe Hedrick will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Joe Hedrick.
Hit high and deep to right center. Right fielder giving chase. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
6-3 the final score today. The Reds led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jim Maloney gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Adam Wainwright permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Aroldis Chapman records the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 6 runs, 7 hits, No errors. They left 2 men on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please